What's up, everyone? In this video, I want to talk to you about using hashtags. Now, it's no secret that hashtags are a great strategy to getting discovered on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I mean, hashtags have been around for a long time. But when you start using hashtags on Instagram, there are some things that you need to know that could help you get discovered more and really take advantage of the time it takes to put hashtags in your post. So, let's just go over some of these, and I'm going to show you an example of how you can get traffic using hashtags if you use them the right way. So the first thing is people will overdo hashtags. They'll put like 100,000 hashtags in their post, right? And Instagram actually penalizes you if you put too many in there. I mean, they've said don't overdo it, keep it classy, right? So maximum is 30 hashtags, and you really want to do less than that. I usually go with about 10 or 15 or so. And you want to use hashtags that are relevant to the posts, not necessarily just your account, but to the posts that you're using. And that's really going to help that post get discovered more. And you want to try to incorporate the hashtag into the content of your post instead of just putting a zillion hashtags. Now, I'm guilty of that, but I try to incorporate it when I can. It looks better, and from what I have read and what I have heard is that Instagram likes it much better rather than you just spamming a bunch of hashtags at the bottom of your post, which still works. So sometimes putting the hashtags in your comments also will work instead of the caption. And I think the real key takeaway here is try to use hashtags that have less than 500,000 posts to them. And I'm going to show you what I mean right now. So let me just go live. Let me get my phone pulled up, and we are going to take a look at how hashtags work. Now, here's a post that I made about blowing up my Xbox. Now, I'm a little bit clever with the copy. I blew up my Xbox. I know that's going to get people's attention, but if you look at the bio here, you'll notice at the bottom, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 25. 25 hashtags. So I used a good bit, right? Maximum 30, really keep it around 15 or so. And it's okay to max them out. It's just like every single post, you don't need 30 hashtags. And you'll see if you look at my page, I don't always do that. And so Shopify, e-commerce, e-com, drop shipping, I want people to discover me in those niches, because my whole post is about, hey, I'm blowing up my Xbox because it was an addiction costing me money. Now I'm focusing more on my e-commerce brands and my Facebook marketing strategies, right? Entrepreneur, sacrifice, motivation, inspiration, hustle, crush it. And then cleverly, I hashtagged my cars, AMG SLS, GTS, Range Rover, because people that love cars, right, and want to be able to afford nice cars, look at cars on Instagram. They might see this post and be like, this guy's got nice cars. He's blowing up his Xbox. I want to follow him because he obviously knows what he's doing and he's teaching people how to duplicate his success, right? And you might say to yourself, Adrian, how much free traffic can you actually get using hashtags? Well, if you do it properly and you keep it classy, you can get a good bit of traffic. If we view my insights here, you'll see that I've been seen by 41,000 people in this post. 20%, well, 19%, you'll see down here, to be exact, were people that were not following me. So that means that this went into the discovery feed and hashtags got me traffic and people were sharing it, right? So as I scroll down, you can see exactly where my impressions came from. So if you look down here, it says 53,000 impressions overall. That's how many times I've been seen. 44,000 came from homepage. Now from hashtags, I got 7,900 eyeballs. All right, so 7,900 new eyeballs on this post that liked, that commented, that helped it go viral, right? So 10,000 impressions or 9,000 impressions is actually pretty dang expensive if you're paying for the traffic, because traffic on Instagram is anywhere between $10 to $20, sometimes even more, for 1,000 views if you're just paying to be seen, right? So that being said, if I want to be seen by 8,000 people that don't know who I am, then I'm probably going to end up paying like $160, right? For that traffic if I'm paying for the traffic. But because I used Instagram hashtags that were relevant and I wrote an engaging post, I ended up getting about 9,000 additional eyeballs on this post, getting a couple of new followers. And this is just on my personal account. Like, this isn't something that I'm really necessarily trying to blow up like I would like my niche pages, my e-commerce stores and stuff like that. Sure, I want followers. Sure, I want people to like it. Sure, I'm applying these strategies to my personal account, but I'm not focusing on it near as much. But this is a great example of how an extra 5 minutes with hashtags got me 8,000 views. Now, how do you know what hashtags to use, right? So here's the thing. When you are making a post and you're trying to figure out what types of hashtags you can use to get discovered, you'll find, and I'll show you what I mean here. So like Mercedes. I have a lot of Mercedes, all right? If I'm looking at hashtags in the search bar, there's 20 million posts on Mercedes. So that means somebody that's coming here, right? Somebody that's coming here and just looking at Epic Mercedes, my odds of showing up on this top feed right here of these top posts, right? They're slim to none. There's a lot of competition on this hashtag, right? So there's posts every couple of seconds being made with Mercedes, and if I keep like refreshing this right here, you'll see new posts are popping up, and the competition is real right here with 20 million hashtags. And the whole idea of using hashtags is to get discovered by people that are looking at hashtags, right? People follow the hashtag Mercedes. People follow the hashtag AMG. So if I come over here and I type in AMG, there's 9.5 million hashtags, right? My Mercedes is an AMG Mercedes. Both of them are. But look at this. AMG GTS has 259,000 posts. AMG GT has 372,000 posts. So those two have way less competition. So anybody that's following the hashtag AMG GTS, they're more likely to see me because there are less posts on that hashtag that are really competing for that spot, right? So you need to select your hashtags very, very wisely. Otherwise, they're kind of worthless. So this is how I ended up getting 10,000 eyeballs on a post that, wasn't even really a big promo post or anything like that. If I were to type in AMG SLS, you'll see there's only 5,000 posts on that AMG SLS, but SLS AMG has 129,000. But that's 5,000 eyeballs down there that have a very, very good chance of seeing because people are following this hashtag, and there's not that many posts on it. So that means that I have a really good chance at showing up in here as some of these top posts, after I make it and once I start getting a lot of engagement, right? So that being said, make sure that when you're using hashtags, you come over here to the search bar and you start typing in things like, let's say you're typing in success, right? Success is 5.8 million success quote hashtags are 51 million posts. So try to find some of these other ones that have less people on them less posts on them, and you're more likely to get discovered, like Success Day, Success Club, Success Habits, Success Mentors, Success Addict, Success Quote, Success Leaves Clues, Success Secrets. So sure, toss in the big bad boy up there with 51 million, but also don't just settle with that. Maybe try some of these smaller ones, and you'll find people discovering you from these more so than the one that has 51 million other posts competing for the top spots and for traffic. So remember this, when it comes to hashtags, you need to make sure that you are using the search bar by coming over here, clicking the magnifying glass, hitting tags, and just make a list. Literally, make a spreadsheet for all of the different niches that you post about and the best hashtags. And in the future, you can literally just copy and paste them on your post from your notepad. So just have a notepad that says, exotic car hashtags, Mercedes hashtags, success hashtags, mentorship hashtags, fashion hashtags, workout hashtags, and get yourself a list of a good 20 to 30 that are really big, and then a good 20 or 30 of them or so that are less than 500,000 or so. And you'll be able to kind of mix them all, and you'll be more likely to get discovered, because that is the entire point of hashtags, is to use them as a means to get discovered by other people. And you can see in this recent post right here, it helped me get an additional 8,000 eyeballs on my post, and that's going to start growing every single day. And I'm even using some of the bigger hashtags, but obviously the ones I think that are getting me the most traffic are the ones that don't have zillions of people posting on them. That's why I kind of did SLS AMG, AMG GTS, so on and so forth. And be classy with it. Don't overdo it. Mix up hashtags on different posts. Do some with really big hashtags, some with the smaller ones, and see what works best for your account, because everybody's experience is going to be unique. All right, so that's it, and I'll see you on the next video.